Have you ever found yourself trapped in the suffocating grip of burnout and creative block? As a filmmaker, I've battled these monsters throughout my career over and over and over again. The grind of moving from one commercial job to another can make you feel like a soulless corporate puppet, cranking out meaningless content. But over the years of going through these cycles, I've developed a set of rules and practices that propel me past burnout and creative block every single time. So first, I think you have to clean up your priorities and narrow down your focus. Instead of constantly switching between one task and another without completing the first one, focus on one thing at a time. And doing many things may give you this illusion of being productive and putting in a lot of effort, but in reality, it leads to a lack of progress. Organize your priorities and learn to say no to tasks that are less important or don't align with your overall bigger picture. So every time I find myself burnt out, I realize that I have said yes to too many things at the same time. And for example, I agreed to 3 commercial gigs, which now require me to write treatments and pitch for every single one of them. And say I also took on an editing gig and I agreed to read a friend's feature film screenplay and provide feedback to him. And on top of that, I have to shoot a video for this channel, go hiking with another friend of mine, hang out with another friend on Friday, and go on a family trip that was planned weeks ago. And to make matters worse, let's say my car broke down. So it's overwhelming to try to focus on all these things at the same time, right? Many of us have experienced this situation, and even though we may be capable of handling all these tasks by ourselves, it's better to identify what is truly important and solely focus on that one activity to make the most out of it and say no to other unimportant issues. Embracing the process. So we often get caught up fixating on the end result, neglecting the creative process itself. The end result may be expecting the paycheck or hitting the platform with the next video that you want to get millions of views, or actually fantasizing about how finishing this project will lead you to the next one. So this mindset shackles our creativity and breeds burnout. I think you should let go of perfectionism and immerse yourself in the joy of creation. Experiment with new techniques, take risks, and be unafraid to stumble upon artistic treasures hidden in the mistakes you make. And remember, creativity is an adventure of exploration and growth. So again, to give you some context, say you're working on your short film, for example, and instead of obsessing over every frame being flawless, try to allow yourself to play and explore. And you experiment with unconventional angles, some lighting techniques and editing styles. And in the process, you stumble upon a unique visual style that then becomes your signature style. But that's only possible if you really stop caring about the result and really embrace it as a process. Discover new depth within your craft. I really like the quote, "The process is the reward." And ever since I adopted it as my mantra, life got just so much more fulfilling. Expand your time horizon. Setting unrealistic goals with tight deadlines is a surefire recipe for burnout and creative block. Instead, we must expand our time horizon and focus on the long term, and then break down our projects into manageable chunks of work. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your masterpiece. By pacing yourself, you'll forge a sustainable creative practice that withstands the test of time. And listen, I am not immune to this, but I constantly try to be reminded of it. Instead of overwhelming myself with the pressure of completing the entire project in a matter of weeks, I try to break it down into phases, because projects take time. They require a lot of time for proper pre-production, shooting, and post-production, ensuring each step receives the attention it deserves. So yeah, expand your time horizon and delay gratification, and just forget about the results. Because like I said in the previous point, it's all about the process, physical health and longevity. Neglecting your physical well-being and health is like trying to sprint with a shattered leg. It's crucial to prioritize your well-being by incorporating regular exercise, nourishing your body with healthy food, and allowing yourself ample rest. A strong and healthy body allows for a healthy mind, pushing you past any creative block that dares to stand in your way. Imagine you're a filmmaker immersed in a demanding project, let's say a feature film, for example. And instead of subjecting yourself to sleepless nights fueled by coffee and takeout, prioritize your physical health. Engage in regular physical activity no matter what. It needs to be challenging enough, but also sustainable. Running, cycling, swimming, or gym, pick your favorite. And arguably, what's even more important than exercise is to fuel your body with wholesome meals that provide the energy and focus you need. And listen, whenever I eat junk food, I'm lethargic and I want to just sit on my couch and scroll my phone all day long. And worse, then I feel guilty because I couldn't accomplish anything and feel even more stressed out about it. So just stop. Take care of yourself. Not only will you combat burnout, but you'll also unlock an endless well of inspiration. Conquer the financial battlefield. Financial stress has a sneaky way of damaging our creative energy. It's all good when there's money in your bank account, and once you run out of it, you feel physical pain in your tummy. If you have ever experienced that, maybe it's time to finally start adopting the entrepreneurial mindset and seek additional income streams and explore budgeting strategies and be selective in choosing projects that align with your values and financial goals. You gain control over your finances first, and in return, it will free up your mental space to fully immerse yourself in your creative pursuits. If you're in a situation where you struggle to make ends meet, instead of succumbing to financial despair, try to seek out opportunities to diversify your income streams. And maybe if you've been around the block long enough, offer workshops or online courses to share your expertise with younger aspiring filmmakers. Also set a budget and diligently track your expenses to ensure you're not spending more than you're making, and make everything in your power to reduce financial pressure. If you can, get rid of all of these subscriptions you don't use, or try to keep track of your buying habits. Maybe you're spending on some crap that you don't really need. Embrace the power of growth. A fixed mindset is where you believe your skills and creativity are somehow magically handed to you at birth, and it's a real barrier to your progress. Really embrace the power of growth and acknowledge that your abilities can evolve through effort and learning. And embrace challenges. Don't fear getting feedback, and expand your knowledge and skills. This shift in the mindset, it will not only get rid of the creative block, but also propel your growth as a filmmaker and as a person. If you are a filmmaker dealing with self-doubt, instead of struggling in the belief that you've reached your creative limits somehow, you adopt a growth mindset. You actively seek out challenges that push the boundaries of your comfort zone. You eagerly seek feedback from fellow creatives and industry professionals, using it as fuel to maybe refine your craft. And by embracing growth, you unleash creativity that knows no bounds. So instead of thinking, oh shit, here I am approaching my burnout point again, try to make yourself believe that this stress is actually good for you. It's a gift from God or the universe that's here to teach me something. It makes me stronger, and I will keep going. And if there is a human who can endure this, I can definitely endure it too. To sum it up, burnout and creative block can be challenging, but with these strategies, you have the ability to overcome them and unleash your potential. And remember, creativity is a journey, and with the right mindset and practices, you can navigate through any creative block that comes your way. Now, I hope this will help you to go out there and create, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.